Alright, we are back for round one. Unfortunately, yeah, I can't really keep that, so it's gonna be a mulligan. This one is not great, but I'm still gonna keep it. Hopefully I can get a blue card for the Force of Wheels. So. It's not great though. Well, Cloudskate is about the best card I could get here. Not really the best, but it's really nice. Thing is, I will play it on turn 2, I think. I mean, suspend it on turn 2, which... Well, depending on what my opponent plays as his or her first land, maybe I should keep that in hand. Blue. Blue-green doesn't strike me as a color combination that will require me to have Force of Will very, very early on. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a hard play if you don't know your opponent's deck. Would be much easier after sideboard, obviously. Well, Plains is just the worst card I can draw at this point. Hopefully I can at least draw a blue source so I can hardcast the Force of Will. Which is not exactly my favorite thing to do, but... okay, True Name Nemesis. Ugh. Well, I do have a... Batterskull was not bad. Okay, so if he blocks, my Sphinx is not gonna deal any damage, right? Yeah, I think, yeah. Not super used to protection from player. I think I'm racing that fairly efficiently with Batterskull though. So best case scenario, next turn I draw a blue card and I can just play my Batterskull with Force of Will backup and just race my opponent with the Cloudskate and the Batterskull. Alright, well that's kinda brutal. Again, I think that sword is pretty bad, but you know, on a True Name Nemesis it's obviously bad for me. Next turn I can bounce the sword. Yeah, my opponent's gonna gain 4, I'm gonna take 8 though. Ugh, that's pretty awful. Yeah, I really need to draw a blue card here. Yeah, True Name Nemesis on turn 3 is kinda hard to defeat. Give me a blue card. Yeah, okay, good. So now I think I might have a shot. Because I do have a decent amount of pressure. I guess my opponent can just keep... They can just keep their True Name Nemesis in the back. Do I have to actually... Do I have to counter the sword? That's the question. I'm gonna take 7. But then I go up to 11 as my opponent gains 5. Yeah, I think they gain they just gain too much life with that, and it's too annoying to deal with. I think, yeah. And here, even if they choose to keep that back, okay, I'm gonna tap something during their upkeep. I think I'm attacking with everything though. If they block my things, I don't actually care too much. It means they take 4 and I gain 4. If they block here, they take 5, so... Yeah, it's fine with me. I think I do need to apply a decent amount of pressure to win that game. So yeah, I'm gonna tap Breeding Pool, upkeep to prevent my opponent to do things that they could want to do. And yeah, they will most likely have to take 2 if they want to cast something relevant because of the Ancient Tomb. They seem to be missing land drop, so yeah, I think my best shot at winning this game is trying to tempo them out. Okay, well that was good for the opponent. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I do have 4 power of flying, and I'm at a fairly healthy amount of health. The issue right now is that I've been drawing quite a lot of lands recently. If I ever draw blue though, I'm probably winning. If this was an island, I think I would have won. I've been drawing a lot of planes this game, which has been super annoying. Not a whole lot I can do about that though. An Ancient Tomb is not something my opponent is going to be able to use a lot. So here they might have a Sphinx Rev or something like that. Ooh, cheat. Well, that's a fine one. Might get countered, which, you know, would be whatever. Okay, well, Spell Pierce is not really gonna help. I mean, it makes sense to use it because they don't know that I have a land in hand, and it's probably I mean, the Spell Pierce is not like getting better. Probably enchanting the, I mean, equipping. Well, it doesn't really matter in the end. If my opponent takes the damage here, I think they are in super bad shape. Cannot really kill the Nemesis, but I have a lot of pressure. This land is useless. Yeah, okay, we managed to win. Well, turn 3 Nemesis, turn 4 equipping a Sword of War and Peace was really good though. I think if I how do you say that? If I ended up not being able to draw my blue card and counter the sword, I might have lost that, I think, pretty clearly. Okay, so they have a sword, so maybe disenchant is a nice one. Things doesn't seem especially needed here. Yeah, I'm probably adding the disenchant. Other than that, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot that looks particularly good. I guess they are playing green, but that seems a bit light to make the sword good. I think most of the time I will either fetch Batterskull. I just have two equipments that against there is a black-green deck. Those two equipments are always going to be better. Not always, but you know, 90% of the time. The choice between GT and Batterskull is going to be better than the Sword of Feast and Famine. My opponent showed two non-basic lands, so yeah, maybe I want Wasteland over an island. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. True name Nemesis is kinda frightening though. I do have one answer, I can race it, so it's not like my deck cannot deal with that, but it's still pretty threatening card. That hand seems, it's kinda slow, but I think it's good enough. Wasteland is also a pretty nice one. So since my opponent fetch first, I think they will fetch a Breeding Pool. Yeah, they just did that because, you know, they wanted to f6, which I can understand, but here it's gonna cost them quite a lot because they probably don't want to get wastelanded like that. Okay, so my opponent kept a one-lander, which you should never do. And I drew one of the best cards I could draw, and Brimas is a nice one too. Why did they keep a one-lander though? Doesn't make any sense to me. Ancient Tomb, okay, that's not a bad one. I will have quite a lot of pressure though. Now it's kind of like I'm on the play because they miss a land drop and... Ooh, Street Mine. Alright. Well, they cannot cast Match here. Never mind. Okay. That's very problematic. Cannot do much about that though. Well, now I can. So should I play Brimas and then Banishing like that? I think I should Banishing like that right now. This way my opponent might not hit their land drop next turn, which I think is pretty good. And they will be able to strip my lands pretty much no matter what. But they might not want to do that just because they are light on lands. Okay, I think Gideon is the best option here. Had they strip mined a land, I would have played, well, Brimas, I think, before the Nightmare, the Wingmare. Okay, let's put an lie. What a weird start for this game. So they kept a one-lander, Fetch plus, just a fetch plus Crucible? That seems kinda risky. They might have a way to destroy the Banishing Light, in which case we'll be in trouble. But... So, if I choose Homage, they will have to draw a card. I mean, it's still good, but I think what my opponent wants to do right now is to destroy everything. I should not have played my land. I played a bit too fast here. Okay, so Gideon is gonna become a creature. I'm gonna swing in for 7. Next turn I actually have a kill, so my opponent will be forced to, you know, do something. I almost kind of want to play the Wingmare. I think it's just super annoying for my opponent to deal with that. I mean, the best sequencing is obviously Batterskull and then try to hit a land and play both Primas and Wingmare. But if I just play Wingmare, I do have the kill next turn, and I think it could be fairly annoying for my opponent, actually. It might just make them unable to cast something really good they needed to cast. I don't know. Kind of a weird play, but it feels like since I'm ahead, and they are weird that they did not choose to. Well, maybe because Carnage is just so good for them here. They get rid of everything, get back their Crucible. Okay, Lotus Cobra alongside nothing else. So I guess now my opponent is not dead, but I mean it's fine. So they kind of have to chump block Gideon with the Lotus Cobra. I don't really think there's a comeback in this game for the opponent. I think I'm just gonna kill the portal. It means they are less likely to because of the Wingmare I cannot kill that and play Primas, but it means they are not very likely to draw less likely to draw a land or the solution than they need. Either way, since one of their land was an Ancient Tomb, yeah. Weird, I mean, not sure why they keep that one lander. Alright. Either way, the Wasteland from the side just destroyed my opponent. I think without that we would have been in much more trouble. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that first match and I see you for round 2.